Hello, everybody, and welcome to session 6 of God with Us, the story of how God encounters man and why it matters. And so, in the last session, we talked about how God is a dreamer, and he appears to Joseph in dreams to prophetically reveal that Jesus will rule the earth in order to bring us all back into communion with him. Yet unfortunately, the family of God, that people that God wanted, they end up being repeatedly attacked by nations surrounding them many times, and they're many times found on the brink of destruction. What is God's plan to deliver his family? And it is here we find that God is radically committed to fighting for his family's deliverance. God is a warrior and a deliverer. One example of this is that when Israel was under captivity in Egypt, they were crying out in the midst of their bondage for someone to liberate them. In Exodus 2, verses 23 to 25, it says, "The children of Israel groaned because of the bondage, and they cried out, and their cry came up to God because of their bondage. So God heard their groaning, and God remembered his covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And God looked upon the face of the earth and acknowledged them." This is a very powerful verse and reference. When God's family was under tremendous oppression, God heard their cry. God hears the cry of those who love him. He hears our cries. And the reason why we know that he hears our cries is because he's heard them in the past. It's written down in the Bible that he actually hears the groans of those who are oppressed. God raised up one man, Moses, and it's through that man that God uses him to release 10 plagues that completely devastate Egypt. He uses this man to split the Red Sea. He uses this man to help bring water from a rock to feed millions of Jews. He also uses this man as a messenger to bring forth his kingdom. He brings a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night to protect his people and provide security to his people. And God does all of this not by sending an angel, not by sending one of his angelic messengers. He does this by sending himself. God himself is in the midst of his family. And we see this is radically important because God wants to go before us. God wants to fight our battles. God wants to draw near to us. God hears us. God wants to draw near, and he wants to deliver us from all the radical oppressors around us.